Welcome to Rainforest Bushcraft, a place where creativity meets survival. Out here, every stick, stone, and drop of sweat tells a story. The jungle is calm and pure, birds sing, and time feels like it slows down. Every episode brings a new discovery. Today we'll witness how he builds a shelter beneath a massive rock slab, where nature becomes both a challenge and a companion. He examines the rocky gap. Step one is clear: widen the crevice. No shelter can begin without space to breathe. He gathers firewood and lights a blaze. The goal? Use heat to crack and expand the rock. Primitive but effective. Fire becomes his chisel. The heat starts doing its work. Slowly, cracks begin to spread. The first fragments break off, proof that even stone yields to persistence. While the fire crackles, he uses the waiting time wisely, cleaning up the area, removing debris and dry branches. A tidy workspace means fewer accidents and smoother progress. Finally, after hours of fire and patience, the first chunks of stone collapse with a dull, heavy thud. Nature doesn't yield easily, but it does yield. Each fallen rock is a victory, a small crack in the stubborn mountain. The air still holds the scent of burnt wood and scorched stone, and in that silence, there's progress. The flame is fading, not enough. To conquer this rock, I need more heat, much more. Time to gather more firewood, bigger logs, drier branches, the kind that burns hot and long. This isn't just fire, it's strategy. While the fire does its work, I don't just sit and wait. Every second matters. I use this time to clean up around the shelter site. Loose branches, scattered rocks, dry leaves, all gone. A clear workspace means fewer surprises later. The flames have died out. The rock, it cracked open just as planned. Large chunks have fallen away, revealing a wider space inside. This is progress. But now the hard work begins, cleaning out what's left. He gets to work. One rock at a time, he clears the space, slow, steady, determined. Each piece dragged out by hand, like unwrapping the earth itself. This isn't just cleaning, it's reclaiming space. One breath, one stone, one step closer to shelter. Each stone has a purpose. He places them carefully into the deep holes around the shelter, not just to fill space, but to create stability, to keep the earth from collapsing in. Stone by stone, he builds safety into the soil. The stone is still radiating heat. He pours water gently over it. A hiss, a cloud of steam, and the rock begins to yield. With his chisel and hammer, he targets the protruding slabs that steal precious space. This isn't just carving, it's reclaiming every inch of his underground home. One by one, he chisels the slabs loose. Each strike echoes through the hollow stone chamber. It's slow, it's exhausting, but every chunk that falls means more space, more comfort, more control over his shelter. This is survival, carved, not granted. The jagged rocks are finally gone. With the space cleared, he heads out to collect dirt. Not just any dirt, he needs the right kind. Dense, moist, packable. Back at the shelter, he pours it down carefully, layering it where the floor will be. This is the foundation, not only for the shelter, but for the life it will protect. He spreads the dirt evenly, slow, steady strokes with the shovel. Then he grabs a solid log, not to burn, but to build. With both hands, he slams it down over and over. Each impact sends a dull echo through the rock walls. It's not just about making the floor flat, it's about making it strong. A bed, a stove, a fire, they'll all rely on this ground. He heads to the stream, where the water sings and the rocks wait. Flat stones, smooth from years of current, are carefully chosen. Each one, a puzzle piece in his plan. He loads them into a basket, their weight reminding him. In survival, every step is earned. These rocks aren't just stones, they're future walls, floors, and firebeds. Back from the river, he mixes earth and water, primitive ingredients, timeless results. His hands knead the mud like a baker with dough. This isn't food, it's mortar, the glue of ancient architecture. The first stones are laid, one by one, with care and weight. No cement, no machines. Just bare hands, raw nature, and a quiet determination that echoes louder than any tool. With each handful of mud, he seals the cracks, quietly locking out the wind, the cold, and the creeping dampness. Every gap filled is one less weakness. Then comes the heart of the shelter, the stove. He doesn't just build it, he engineers it. Stone by stone, he follows the natural draft, guiding heat through a narrow chimney carved into the rock. This isn't just for warmth, it's a survival upgrade. To make moving in and out smoother, he begins shaping the terrain, stone by stone. Every step he lays isn't just a convenience, it's structure, it's safety. A thin layer of mortar locks each slab in place, followed by flat river stones laid like ancient jungle tiles. Not just functional, but a path carved with patience. The upper steps still look uneven. He notices the dips, the gaps, the wildness that needs taming. With quiet focus, he brings more flat stones. Each one is added like a final brushstroke on a canvas. The steps now speak one language, balance. In this world without concrete, precision still matters. He selects thin slabs, flat, cool, and weathered by time. Each one is placed carefully on the step, like fitting puzzle pieces from the earth itself. There's no cement, no blueprint, just instinct and experience. Slowly, a rugged staircase emerges from the wild. Every stone whispers, this is handcrafted survival. Inside the shelter, he raises a platform slightly above floor level, stone by stone. Each layer is laid with purpose, creating a solid base. Then the top is paved with large, flat rocks, cool to the touch, unshakable beneath weight. This isn't just a bed. It's a throne of stone, built by hand, carved by patience. In the wild, comfort isn't bought, it's earned. After hours of building, no jungle feast, just a few sausages he brought along. He lights a fire, skewers the sausages, and sets them close to the flame. The smell, smoky, savory, and irresistible. Beside it, a kettle sits on the coals, water slowly bubbling to life. In survival, luxury is simple. Warm food, hot water, and a moment to breathe. He takes a thick slab of wood and begins carving. Stroke by stroke, the surface becomes smooth, a handmade cutting board born from the forest. Then comes the sausage. He peels it, slides it onto a sharp stick, and places it over the open flame. The aroma rises, the fat sizzles. Once grilled to perfection, he slices it into thin pieces, each cut careful and neat. And now, finally, he eats. Warm sausage in one hand, a cup of hot water in the other. There's no rush, just quiet satisfaction in the heart of the wild. With each bite, he gazes out into the wilderness. The fire crackles beside him. Towering trees sway gently in the breeze, and the sound of a distant stream hums like a lullaby. This isn't just dinner, it's peace served with a view. After finishing his meal, he slowly makes his way into the shelter. The stone bed welcomes him like an old friend. Wrapped in stillness, he lies back and lets the forest sing him to sleep. At dawn, he rises with the forest. No alarm clock needed, just birdsong and sunlight slicing through the mist. Refreshed, he wastes no time. Back to work. He heads toward the stream once more, seeking out the flattest, sturdiest river rocks. Each one is selected by hand, carried back with care. One by one, he stacks them into a growing wall, forming the face of his new home. There's no blueprint here, just instinct, balance, and a deep respect for gravity. As the wall rises, he slows his pace, not from fatigue, but from precision. Every stone counts now. At mid-height, he pauses, steps back, and measures with his eyes. He leaves an open square to let in the light, a future window, carefully framed in stone. Just below it, a wide gap remains. That will be the door, the passage between forest and firelight, between wild and shelter. He brings back two sturdy wooden beams, their surfaces rough but full of potential. With focused hands, he begins to chisel, shaving away the bark, smoothing the edges, leveling both pieces. One will serve as the base, the other as the lintel above. Together, they'll hold the weight of the door and anchor the structure. In this silent forest, even a door frame becomes a quiet declaration. I live here now. The sun dips low. With spear in hand and basket ready, he slips into the woods, quiet, focused. As shadows stretch, the hunt begins, not for sport, but survival. Under the rock, crabs, big ones. He grabs them with swift hands. Then a quick rinse at a nearby pool. But wait, ripples. Fish flapping in panic. A hand grab? Too fast. No chance. So, out comes the plastic basin. Scoop, pour, scoop again. The water drains, and just like that, fish are trapped, stranded, one by one into the basket. A good catch, earned, not given. His basket brimming with victory. He walks back, the forest feast in hand. Not luxurious, but fresh. and well-deserved. The wild offers nothing for free. It rewards effort, not luck. Now it's time. Clean, prep, fire up the flames. Dinner waits. Back at camp, he gets to work. The fish are fresh, the air is crisp. He gathers dry wood and strikes the fire. Flames rise, the wild kitchen opens once more. One by one, he cleans the crabs and the fish. Leaves from the forest, fresh, fragrant, go into the pot. This isn't just cooking, it's survival wrapped in flavor. The rest of the fish, skewered and smoked, preserved for days to come. While the food simmers quietly, he sips on a warm cup of water. No rush, no noise. Just the fire, the forest, and the rhythm of life. Out here, even warm water feels like a gift. Dinner is ready. He lifts the lid, steam rises gently. The crabs have turned a deep red. The fish is soft, perfectly cooked. No fancy spices, no sauces, just the pure primal taste of nature. Hard-earned, well-deserved. He takes the first bite. The crab is crispy, fragrant, rich with flavor. Each crunch echoes satisfaction. Then comes the fish, tender, juicy, absorbing every drop of the forest essence. It's not just dinner. It's a reward for surviving, crafting, and thriving. He checks the smoked fish. Its skin is tightening, the scent rising gently with the heat. Not fully ready, but well on its way. He leaves it to finish overnight. And with the day's work behind him, he heads inside, to rest under the shelter he built with his own hands. The forest awakens in silence, no alarm clocks, only bird song and the soft rustling of trees. He stretches, breathes in the crisp morning air, and begins his day the way only a true survivor would. No toothbrush? No problem. He breaks apart some old charcoal from the fire, crushes it into a fine black powder with a rock, and with a damp finger, begins to brush his teeth. It's not minty fresh, but it works. Charcoal naturally cleans and kills bacteria. It's a primitive ritual, but one that connects man to the rawness of nature. With his breath fresh and spirit renewed, he walks over to the smoke rack. There, hanging from bamboo sticks, the smoked fish from yesterday is waiting. Dry, fragrant, slightly golden at the edges, just the way it should be. He carefully takes them down, choosing the plumpest one for breakfast. No oil, no seasoning, just pure smoky flavor born from fire and patience. He sits near the still warm embers, savoring each bite. This is breakfast in the wild. No rush, no noise, just nourishment and peace. Breakfast is done, simple but energizing. Now it's time to get back to work. He heads to the stone pile and starts selecting flat river rocks, one by one. These will be used to pave the floor inside the shelter. Each stone is placed with care, making sure the surface is level and sturdy. The rhythm of stone meeting earth echoes in the quiet forest. This is not just survival, it's craftsmanship, but he's not finished. To elevate the look of his wilderness home, he heads out once again, this time to find wild grass. He gathers several fresh patches of thick green grass, rolling them up like natural carpets. Back at the shelter, he unrolls them at the front yard, lining the entryway with a soft, vibrant green. It's a subtle touch, but it transforms the space. A wild home yet full of life and care. He carefully lays down thick grass mats to form the front yard, but he's not done yet. To make a proper path, he interweaves large flat stones into the grass. Step by step, a walkway emerges, functional and elegant. This way, he won't trample the grass with every move. It's not just design, it's foresight in the wilderness. To enhance the front of the shelter, he decides to build a wooden railing. He selects sturdy, curved branches, natural shapes that bring charm to the design. Each piece is carefully measured, then secured with wooden screws for maximum strength. The support posts, set firmly into the ground and sealed with mortar. It's not just functional, it transforms the entrance into something beautiful and inviting. Every curve, every joint tells a story of craftsmanship in the wild. Each section of the railing was crafted with care. No shortcuts, no loose ends. Every curved branch was chosen, shaped, and firmly secured. In the wild, stability isn't a luxury, it's survival. And this railing, it's more than support. It's a testament to patience, precision, and pride in craftsmanship. With the railing now completed, he turns his attention to the next task, building the door. But not just any door. It needs to be strong, balanced, and weather-resistant. He returns to the forest, searching carefully for a thick, straight tree trunk. After a long walk, he finds the perfect one, a large fallen log, dry and sturdy. He cuts it down to size, then slowly hauls the heavy piece back to camp. The weight tests his strength, but this is the life he's chosen: primitive, demanding, and deeply rewarding. Back at his shelter, he sets up a cutting station. With his saw, he begins slicing the log into long, thin planks. Each cut is measured, deliberate. Sawdust fills the air, his hands coated in the effort of craftsmanship. One by one, the planks are shaped, edges smooth, thickness balanced. He now has the raw material for a strong double-leaf door. This is more than just building. It's about earning every part of your home with labor, patience, and respect for the forest. With the construction finally complete, it's time to return to the essentials: food. He heads back to the nearby stream, the place where the forest whispers of life. In his hand, he carries a small pouch, bait, a spool of fishing line, and quiet determination. He scans the bamboo grove and finds the perfect stem: light, straight, flexible. With a few quick cuts, he fashions a simple yet effective fishing rod from a bamboo stalk. He ties the line, baits the hook, and steps quietly into position near the stream. The water flows crystal clear, hiding just enough mystery beneath the surface. He casts the line, patience becoming his greatest tool. Soon the line tugs. A fish, silver strong, caught in the current, now caught on his line. One by one, he pulls them in. Small river fish, but enough to fill a stomach. In the wilderness, even a humble catch is a victory. With his catch in hand, he returns to the shelter, silent, satisfied. But before preparing dinner, he gives in to a simple pleasure. He sets the fish aside, walks down to the stream, and dives in. The cool water embraces him, washing away the heat, the dust, the fatigue. This is wilderness luxury. Refreshed and focused, he returns. Each fish is cleaned with care, skewered on thin sticks, and placed over glowing coals. The scent of grilled fish rises through the forest air, golden, crisp, and full of flavor. Dinner, simple but perfect. As the last bite is savored, he quietly shuts the door, letting the fire crackle inside. Another day comes to a close. Hard work, peace, and the promise of a new dawn. Thank you all for watching until the end. See you again in the next adventure.